Individual liberty is what America is all about. America is about by the people, for the people. That means citizens in America are the ultimate boss. The government works for the people. The rest of the world has gotten this wrong. Liberals, globalists, socialists, communists, all of these people are wrong. No American should ever want America to be like any other country. It is the other countries that strive to be like America that have done best out there in the world. Look at Japan and South Korea. Always keep in mind that Americans have invented everything, or practically everything, since the Dark Ages, even before. That is why America is so rich. We did not steal the wealth of other nations, and we could have. In 1946, the United States could have literally taken over the world, but we didn't. We don't want to. America tries to lead by example, to help downtrodden nations all we can, and if they follow our example and work with us, they do well. If not, they usually do horrible. Freedom. That is America. Think critically about political positions from the left. Immigration. Why can't America control its immigration? The right simply wants controlled immigration. Not controlled by the color of an immigrant's skin. The right is literally rooting for the brown immigrant who's filled out the paperwork and is waiting online. And the left screams that that's racist. How is that racist? We could care less about the color of the person's skin. We want him to follow the rules. It seems the left literally pushes for that if you get into America, America will take care of you. That is unplausible. That is unrealistic. I could explain to a 7-year-old child why and how that is unrealistic. And ultimately makes our country weaker and worse. Makes the schools worse. Makes the job markets worse. And by rewarding criminals, only brings in more criminals. How does that strengthen America? On gun control, the left argues about the plain English in the Second Amendment. Citizens have the right to have guns to ultimately secure the free state. That means, in all honesty, all Americans should be allowed to buy and own any type of weapon they wanted, to arm themselves to ultimately fight the government. That is what the Second Amendment means. Americans already gave in on gun control decades ago. We're not allowed to own working tanks. We're not allowed to own machine guns. That was the give. And Americans gave a long time ago. The gun control to the left is all about control and nothing to do with guns. And how can anyone in the left not see through these lies? The left literally are trying to take away their own rights. How can any clear-minded adult not see this? I can go through many more of the left's political stances, and they all sound great in theory on the surface, but when they become instituted or you look at them a little bit deeper, like the welfare state, they destroy the people they were meant to help most, and they ultimately weaken the country. Look at the welfare state. It was meant to help the really poor and downtrodden in this country. And what did it really do? It destroyed the family unit and totally wrecked vast swaths of American society. Here is a fact here in America. Over 90% of the people, and well over 90% of the people, who graduate high school and get married before they have children are not poor. That's the only two rules you truly need to follow. graduate high school, and get married before you have children. That's it. And you will not be poor. Doesn't matter what economic class you were born into, or even if you were born here in America. If you're an immigrant and you follow those two rules, you also succeed. Graduate high school and get married before you have children. That's the only rules you need to follow and you will succeed. If you're not on the right, you're on the wrong side.